Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out another brand new artist. This is Chris Huntt Jr. Leave the Devil Be. Let's dig in and see what's up. Just an FYI to y'all artists out there, if y'all happen to see this, YouTube suppresses videos that show smoking. I'm still going to put this up. Y'all won't get a big audience. I never get a big audience. That's not what I do this for. We're here to amplify voices, right? But just as a pro tip, they don't promote the videos where you can actually see that as much as the ones where you can't.
Now I'm headed for the door, 'cause I can't live this no more. And I've tried to help you through your darkest days. And I'm tired of being lied to. All the drugs, it's hard to find you. And
yeah. Whew. I'm tired of being lied to. All the drugs, it's hard to find you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They get buried under these levels of drugs, right? And the lies and manipulations to keep you from knowing about the drugs and to keep you from trying to get help or to keep you from doing things to affect their supply of the drugs. Yeah, you can't even see them anymore. They're so busy lying to you that you can't even see the person you love anymore. That is real.
To all the drugs, it's hard to find you. And I can't recall a time when things were fine.
Time to go then, right?
But that's alright. And I know you're hurting, darling, and you should know we're hurting too. It's such an evil thing to watch your demons taking over you.
To sit there and watch someone you love, to tell someone you love, I can't be a part of this anymore. That's tough, right? It's tough to watch them react to you saying, I can't be here for you anymore. I can no longer enable this activity anymore. Like I had that in my life, right? It's not my spouse, but it was my dad. My dad came down here to live with me, and he was pretty wild and out on some Xanax and some opioids, and like there was a whole thing. Like I'm not going to dig deep into it, but I had to do that. I had to, like, you got to go somewhere else. You cannot stay here anymore. I can no longer enable this activity. And when I did that, he's getting better, yo. He's doing better on his own. He's there. He's walking. He's going to therapy. He's doing things. He's getting off the opioids by his own decision. But he wouldn't have done that if I'd have let him stay here. If I'd have let him stay here on my couch or in the spare room we built for him, either way, he would not. He would have had no desire to get better. Enabling somebody who is in active addiction is just letting them continue that choice, because it's not a disease.
And this is not the final fight, dear. Just sit and talk with God. He will cleanse your soul and wipe addiction free.
That is the truth right there too. The day before I quit doing the nose candy, I did a whole eighth like that night in rails with my daughter in the bouncy seat next to me. And then the next day I asked for that to be gone, and it was. Like, it was a struggle. Like, it wasn't just gone. Ooh, you're great, right? No. But I got there.
Leave the devil be. Trying to tell you where things are going, but you won't even listen to the words coming out of my mouth.
They always got a reason. There's always an excuse. There's always a diversion, a deflection, something you did to set them off. There's always something, right?
I'm trying to save you, but my heart's frozen. And I'm stuck in the clouds for now, but how can I make it out? And I'm headed for the door, 'cause I can't live this no more. And I've tried to help you through your darkest days. And I'm tired of being lied to. All the drugs, it's hard to find you. And I can't recall a time when things were fine. But that's alright.
You can feel his heart on that one, right? Like you can feel it. When he sang that hook that last time, you could feel him trying not to emotionally break down, because it takes everything you have to cut an addict off. It does. If you truly love someone and you see them in this state and you hate it, God, you hate it every single minute of it. And especially if you've ever been there, like I went through it and I could see it in other people now, and I'm like, I hate it, right? The level of distaste I have for these narcotics. Like, I use cannabis. I'm free and open about that. I use that so I don't have to use opioids, because I have a lot wrong with me. And that plant works for me. It's not a perfect pain reliever. You're not ever without pain, right? I wake up every morning at least a 7 on the pain scale. At least. Every single day. And then I get up, I drink my coffee, I smoke a little bit, and I walk a mile. Every single step hurts. It's still better than having the opioids in my life. I'm putting that off as long as I can. I do not deny that one day I will have to take them, but I'm putting it off as long as I possibly can, because it is a terrible thing. It almost destroyed my life. Like I put down the powder, and then I got hurt at work, and I blew out my shoulder. I had to have 2 surgeries. I was out of work for 2 years and I ate an awful lot of opioids. And so I got to really like them things. And that, I got almost 300 pounds. I was really unhealthy, and like I was smoking and taking these pills, and I thought it was okay because it was from the doctor, and it is not. The doctors are not there to help you these days. They like you coming back for the money. That's what they want. Everybody's a pusher, and so you need to work your way away from that. It's hard to watch somebody else go through it, because you cannot pull anybody else out of the mud. You cannot pull anybody out of the mud. It's not possible. All you can do is offer a hand for them to pull themselves out, and if they won't take it, then they won't take it. You have to cut it out. You cannot allow that in your life, because that is a demon. That addiction, that is a demon. It is sit on you and suck the energy out of you and everyone around you. He lives in that bottle, just like the genies did way back in the day. You rub that bottle and you get your wishes. All the pain just goes away. And it's bullshit, because it's there the next goddamn day. Too many people are using these pills for the wrong things. Too many people are using these other substances for the wrong things. You can misuse cannabis. Cannabis is a wonderful drug. It is used for many things. An all-natural cure for a lot of things. An all-natural helper for many more things. And you can misuse it. It can become your life. If you cannot leave without it, there's a problem. If you cannot ever function without it, there's a problem. If you smoke out and sit around in a fog and do nothing, that's a problem. The same with drinking. The same with these pills. If you're taking it and you can't function, you are doing it wrong. It's okay to relax every once in a while and have a drink or smoke casually, right? Even have a drink or two a day, as long as it's not affecting your life. That's okay. But when you start making your choices based upon this addiction, like the substance, not the addiction. Once you make your choices based upon the substance, you're making the choice for the substance and not for you. That is a choice to be addicted. People do not like to hear that one. They do not like to hear at all that addiction is a choice. But every single time that you use, you are choosing to do it. It may be a shitty choice, but you're choosing it. I understand physical withdrawals and the crawls and the scratches and all of the things that come with it. I know what I'm talking about. But you're still making the choice. And the choice to go through all the other things is better than the choice to not today. Every single time. If you are in active addiction, you're choosing that. That is a very hard thing to hear. It is not a disease. It is not something you catch. It is not even something passed down. You see the patterns and you choose to repeat them, because you can choose to break them. Two people growing up in the same house, twin brothers growing up in the same house, can have two completely different outcomes to the same stimulus. One can go into addiction and the other one can go into fighting addiction. It's a choice that you make. And you may not like to hear that, but it is the God's honest truth. Because Pitt don't lie to y'all. I'm going to wrap this up because y'all know I'm ranting already. That's what I do. Like, we talk about these issues and we talk about them like real life, because it is real life. When I talk to y'all, it's about shit that I know because I know me. The only thing I'm an expert in is me. And I've been here. I know what I'm talking about here. This is something I have spent way too much time in because I had to. Chris Huntt, this was great. I commiserate with you. I feel for you. It is a terrible heartbreak to have to cut off somebody because they're addicted. It breaks you apart inside. When I told my daddy he had to leave, I cried about it. But he didn't see me cry about it. He didn't know, because then that would be feeding the addiction. It would be feeding the sympathy, and I can't do that. You're not loving someone if you're feeding their addiction. You're not loving yourself if you're feeding your addiction. And you're damn sure not loving your family if you are either. Keep that in mind. You're making that choice. Make a better one. I love this. Y'all make sure y'all get back over and show some love to Chris Huntt. The link will be provided in the description box down below. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. You are perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. And this has been Pittstake. Peace.